conversation, like, oh, I miss this and this, and then I haven't really come up to my mum yet.
Oh, good. To my parents, it was, I just put it in a Christmas card and hoped they would just read it and see it and not say anything. But I did that and that went well. With my friends, this was back before anyone like had a phone yet, so I emailed them and just sort of like put it in there, like, you know, I'm dating this person now, and they were just like, okay. And then it just all spread out from there, so. Your company. I think it's definitely that there's more discussion about certain things. Like, I know at my school now, they've included a gender-neutral toilet. Before, it would, like, people didn't even use the word gender-neutral. Like, people didn't even know what it was. So I definitely think that even if things aren't necessarily getting a positive reaction, people still know what it is. And I think that's a start of, you know, that's how to start the process, really.
Back in my secondary school, I think when I was leaving, they had just like made like an LGBT club, and it was like they just started talking about it and discussing about it.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
So that was quite
weird. I think it's important if you're young, say you're in your sort of like year 7, year 8, and you're just starting to question things, and then you know that there is that option, like there's people you can talk to, there's, you know, you can find out about yourself through others, and it helps young people definitely. There is someone looking out for you. Yeah, I think that's definitely.
I think it also helps, like, I guess people who don't quite identify as LGBT, like in a sense that helps them to like be a bit ignorant and like just learn about it and stuff like that, and learn like it's okay to be different and stuff. So
it helps them understand as well, because even if they're not like, say, going to the clubs and stuff, they can ask questions because they know it exists. So you can just say, hey, I've had a question about this, and then helps to educate. If I'm honest, I don't think like school is the best way to do it, because I don't like how, like, CPSHE, that was quite terrible in our school. They made a mockery of it. There was just like, that was taught poorly. So I think that, I'm not sure, I think social media even, it's probably a good way because it has a large audience. And, if it's on social media, you're free to go and look at it on your own will, whereas if it's being taught in a lesson, people just sort of, you know, be like, oh, this is being forced upon us or whatever, you know, that's some people, like to say, so.
So some people are like not willing to learn about it.
Exactly.
Because it's in school that it's.
I think the fact that it's in school is a big part of it. So it's almost like they don't want to seem gay themselves, so they try and be like, look at that. That's like, you know, so gay or whatever, and all their friends can have a laugh all together. And then I think it is the classroom environment that impacts it a lot. And also schools just have, I feel like they teach everything just awkwardly. They don't really know what to do, so. Music, I look up to, actually I have a bracelet, I looked up to Lil Peep, but he's dead now, so he was a cool guy, bisexual as well, and I look up to him a lot. My main guy.
I really look up to Rebecca Sugar. She's an animator. She created the cartoon Steven Universe, and in that there's quite a few queer characters, and it's like, to me it's quite iconic because it's like the first, not the first, but like it's one of the like few animations out there like for kids that like blatantly are like, oh yeah, we're LGBT, and it's also like mainly like centered around women as well. So like for that, she's like my icon. Like I love her so much.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and they like it as well. I think main inspiration for me is definitely like musicians, because they have their music, and they also have their person, like how they dress. Like Prince and David Bowie especially, like really inspired me a lot.
There's so much censoring when it comes to like LGBT stuff, when it comes to kids. For example, like again, like because I watch a lot of cartoons. For example, there might be something that's like kind of queer happening in like certain animation that they would like broadcast like in America or whatever, and then then when it comes to here, they would like censor the shit out of it.
Yeah, they
just,
cut it out.
Yeah, they'll
it's
cut
like,
it out
why?
or just make it really straight and stuff. And it's like it's not necessary. Like there are like LGBT kids out there, like quite young, like kids that.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. It's like, or even when there's, for example, a book being adapted into a film, they just happen to not include it, and it's like, I think the films and books are a good way for kids to learn about this stuff because, like, everyone watches films, a lot of people read books, so they can just come across it. Yeah, and it's not like a forceful way as well. It's just casually. Yeah. All I can really say is that a large portion of my family is from New Zealand, which is it's a small country, it's an island, and they just have no clue about a lot of things. So I could, like for example, in an email that I wrote to them, I just put, you know, this is some art by my girlfriend, and then the rest of the reply, all of the email got replied to apart from that last line, and it was kind of glaringly obvious to me, and it was just, you know, I can imagine there being some sort of difficulty, the whole sort of like island nation mentality, but apart from that, I don't think. So.
Yeah, for me, I come from like a small island in the Caribbean called Grenada, and again, it's quite the same thing. But I think on my mum's side, half my family is like really, really religious and stuff, and the other half is really chill and stuff. So I feel like I'd have some issues with like the religious side of it if I ever did like come out and stuff like that. But I feel like they would get used to it after a while. And then like again, the non-religious side would be quite chill with it. Yeah. I don't really speak to my dad's family, but they're really, really religious. So I don't think it would go over well. Yeah.
Okay, I think you're done.
Yes.
Yay.